If you missed out on the 500% climb that Palantir had this year, you should not be buying.
Well, you know I fuck with richtech Robotics. You guys know I love richtech Robotics. I fucking went to the Cloud Tea. I met an Adam robot. He made me a drink and handed it to me with his fucking robot hands. We made eye contact with his robot visor eyes. But I'm telling you right now, people, richtech Robotics is not the next Palantir. Richtech Robotics is nice. Richtech Robotics is fucking nice. Richtech Robotics is a nice long term. But it's going to be a longer road because the robots that they have are like the big ass ones are going to be they're going to be baristas. They're going to be rolling around. They're going to do stuff in the hospitals and whatnot. We're not like medical ways. Then they have these other robots, these big ones that are going to be in like factory settings that can lift up really heavy things. Besides that, Palantir, next Palantir. We're talking ons. I think that ons is going to be our next Palantir, very close to, because you're never going to have another Palantir in NVIDIA. Never say never. Never say never. But if anything is, odds. And then I know you motherfuckers are going to say some shit. I know somebody's going to say, what does BBI even do? You know how I know that BBI is going to be the next Palantir? Because you know what people used to say? What does Palantir even do? Palantir runs the world. The goddamn world Palantir does. You know what Palantir does? Palantir did the pager attacks, which is fucked up because it blinded all these people. I do feel bad about that. Obviously, I feel bad about it. Obviously. I watch fucking Al Jazeera all day. I bear witness to this. And sometimes people come to my house and they're like, dude, what are you watching? This is so depressing. Can you please turn this off? And I'm like, no, I'm not going to turn it off. You fucking watch that shit. You watch that shit and you see what your fucking American imperialism has done. But the thing about BBI is going to be a surveillance here in our country. So BBI, that will be the next Palantir before richtech Robotics. Richtech Robotics, long, nice term hold. Of course it is. Of course it is. But big ass gains, big ass Palantir gains, those gains, fucking these gains, Rocket Lab, and why do you always need to be looking for the next Palantir, motherfuckers? Palantir's basically just beginning. You don't have to look always for the next Palantir, the next NVIDIA. There's nothing wrong with taking your fucking money and throwing it on Palantir and NVIDIA. Maybe they see a downturn for a month or two, like that little fucking blurb Snickle Fritz DeepSeek there. But long term, Palantir and NVIDIA are still the fucking powerhouses. Remember when I asked you guys, what do you guys think? What's going to gain more? NVIDIA or fucking richtech Robotics? Surprise, surprise. It shouldn't be a surprise. Fucking look at the tops of these motherfuckers. And I loaded this shit up on DeepSeek time. I added more on this shit because the Roth even only had 7,000 a year. But look at that shit. Look at that shit. The fucking NVIDIA up 59% too. And then you have fucking BBI up 65%. Get the fuck out of here. And then what do you have? richtech Robotics. I hold richtech Robotics in my Roth, so I'm not shit talking richtech Robotics by any shape or form. But I'm just telling you motherfuckers that richtech Robotics isn't going to give us gains like odds. It's not going to give us gains like motherfucking NVIDIA, BBI, ASPI, if anything, nuclear stocks. Because the other thing with ASPI and fucking Lightbridge, this little motherfucker, this one in ASPI, as you can see, fucking volatile as fuck. You know why it's volatile? Because the nuclear shit's not ready. But when you think of robot stocks, okay, in your mind, you should say, okay, robot stocks are gonna pop. But these robot motherfuckers, they're not gonna be able to pop to their full potential until the nuclear power is ready. So you're gonna have Lightbridge is gonna provide the halo fuel to fucking Oklo and SMR. SMR is down too. But all these could have rises because until the power and the energy is set, then these robot stocks can't really do what everyone wants them to do. So you could actually almost say that these robot stocks, they need the nuclear power. Or plug power hydrogen batteries, because that shit is all well and good. And unless you have the power. And then this could be hydrogen battery power. I think plug power, definitely. Only that. But the robots also need the data centers, people. The robot shit, the robot brains, robot minds have to be stored on data centers because the robots are supposed to be machine learning as they go. So if they don't have their brain backup power, then they're not going to be as smart as they could be. They're not going to be able to do the things that the businesses and the government's going to expect them to do. So data centers also go hand in hand with the robot shit. In order for the robots to be ready, the power's got to be ready. The data center's got to be ready. Sweet baby motherfucking Terrawolf. I knew TerraWolf will pop before richtech Robotics. Richtech Robotics will have its pop, people, but I'm telling you, First the Energy, Somewhat Energy, Lightbridge, ASBI, Oklo, SMR, any of the uranium stocks, you are in J for uranium ETF, but that's just still not ready yet. So we could say natural gas. Natural gas can power those motherfuckers now. But then it's data center people. You got to remember that the data centers, NVTS, fucking TerraWolf, APLD. I told you motherfuckers that Wolf will pop eventually. I told you because TerraWolf, these fucking things, the Google partnership, that's our company. They partnered with Google. That's amazing, amazing. But see, this is the brain of the robots. The robots need brains, big old brains, the size of motherfucking Manhattan, people. And somebody asked me about these little motherfuckers. I think these little motherfuckers are a win too. Notice they're down some. Could they go down more? If we had a big old pullback, they could go down more for sure. But then you could just get a little more because I think NVTS, Wolf, APLD, fucking, I don't know, but the AIP, I think could shoot too because all these semiconductors, data centers, you got to think of them like the brains of the robots, the brains, the memories, the power in another way, the brain power of the robots because the robots got to learn as they do things. And then that's the same for Google. You got the cars, you got Amazon Zoo, whatever the hell is you going to call it. But as I said before, richtech Robotics is probably not the palantir of stocks. If anything's going to be the palantir of stocks, it's going to be a drone, it's going to be BBI, surveillance, fucking surveillance. You have to think too. The authoritarianism goes hand in hand with the drones and the BBI. So as you see more things on the news, constantly on the news, they're saying, can America do this? Can America do that? America just broke their constitution. It's just like watching what happens in other countries. What's the big deal? How come everyone's okay with fucking everything falling apart in other countries? And then you're like, yeah, I'm American. My life's so much better. That can't happen to me. Well, guess what, motherfuckers? It can happen to you. Just like it happens to everyone in the world. Dude, none of us are special. Just invest in drone stocks and shut the fuck up.